everybody and welcome to my channel. My name's Tabby and I make videos on motherhood, lifestyle, interiors, vlogs, hauls and basically anything that takes my fancy. It's a real mixed bag here. So if you fancy joining in, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, today I thought I'd talk to you about buying second-hand clothes for your baby or toddler, like either online or at sales and whatnot, and just why I've chosen to buy a lot of like my little boy's clothes second-hand, and then show you some of the best bits that I've got that you can probably see on the bed behind me. I found a shocking statistic that actually said 350,000 tonnes of clothes go to landfill each year. Now I don't know about you, but I would love to have like a massive forage through that, because I bet there's loads of bits in there that are absolutely amazing that we would absolutely love. But that is just an amazing amount of clothes to go to landfill. And the thing is with babies and toddlers is they grow so fast, like it's so sad. But they grow so fast that there's so many clothes that they don't even get to wear, or like they only wear once, and you're then left with mountains of like piles of clothes that you're like, oh my god, what do I do with all this? Out there is so many like parents, carers and guardians feeling just like this, that then look to sell those clothes either at sales, car boot sales, on eBay, or maybe on selling pages and places like that. So there's all these fabulous things for the taking that are kind of like a fraction of the price. So why not take advantage of that? And the way I look at it was, well, I can dress my little boy head to toe in some really nice branded clothes, even to like go to nursery or places where he's going to get dirty, for probably cheaper than I could buy like cheap clothes brand new. So not only are they gonna last longer and wash better and are really nice brands, you know, I don't have to have like a complete like breakdown when you know I've just spent a huge amount of money on an outfit and then he falls into a muddy puddle or something and absolutely ruins it. If you've only spent a few pounds, you just think, meh, you know, I really like that top, it was a really nice brand, but it doesn't matter if it does get damaged or ruined. So there's loads and loads of benefits. But if you're not one of the people who likes to sell online, there are still loads of things, like great things that you can do with your baby's clothes if you want to, and those are like Jojo Mam and Babe, or is it Jojo Mam and Babe or Jojo Mam and Baby? I'm not sure. I've always called it Jojo Mam and Babe. They have like a scheme called From One Mother to Another, where you can donate clothes and then they will send them abroad to people in need. I think the NSPCC also work with Clothes Aid to provide like children's clothes to people in need. I think there's a charity called Stripy Stork who do a similar thing. Or I believe hospital wards, especially for tiny baby and premature baby clothes, are always grateful for donations of kind of vests and baby grows and all those kinds of things for babies that maybe have been born very early, or maybe parents aren't as fortunate as other parents to be able to have so much nice stuff. So I believe that hospital wards are always quite glad to receive donations, but just probably give them a call before you kind of land them with loads of bags of stuff just in case. So I love to go foraging at car boot sales and nearly new sales for loads of bits and pieces. But if it's like the winter and there isn't any car boot sales on, or you don't live by any places where they actually hold nearly new sales, you can buy online. And some really great places to look are eBay, but what I found is even better is like Facebook selling pages, and especially if you can find like smaller groups where there's not as many people in them, there's like less competition for the things that people put up to sell. So if you really like something, you've got a better chance of actually getting hold of it. That's the problem with eBay, is there is just like so much competition that if there's something that you like that everybody else likes as well, you're going to be like fighting people off to try and like win it and end up paying probably more than what you intended to, which is fine if it's kind of like the ultimate piece that you've been searching for. But if it's just something that you liked a bit but aren't really too fussed about, then you know the excitement of like bidding and that, you can end up like bidding and actually paying more than what it's actually worth or what you were willing to pay, which can be a slight kind of downside. Whereas on Facebook groups, I found people put things up for a price. If you're happy with the price, just send them a message saying, can I have this please? You're then first in line. Or if somebody else is in front of you, just say, in line please. And then hopefully, like, if the other person doesn't pay or changes their mind or whatever, you're the next one there. So I have found that Facebook selling sites are probably, well, they're my personal favourite place to buy kind of second-hand clothes. And there's just such a massive variety as well. Things that have maybe like gone out the shops, or people that have bought from like other countries, or brands that you've never heard of. You get exposure to new brands and things. A few tips that I have for buying online is, if you're looking for something specific, and this is specifically on eBay, you can set up kind of notifications. So if you put your search in, and then at the end you'll see there's things that says save search. If you click on that and then just alter your notification settings, you'll get like an email or a text or whatever where somebody lists something like that. So for me, I'm always after nautical things, and at the moment there's one specific Jojo Mam and Baby top that I'm really after, with crabs walking the plank. So I've set up a notification that just says Jojo Mam and Babe crabs, and then if anybody lists anything with that in the title, I will get a notification straight away, so then I can go and have a look and see if it is that top. I think it's called Walk the Plank. I'm so desperate for it. With Facebook groups, what I've found is you can actually alter your Facebook settings and notifications so that it either shows you, if you've got, say, one really great group that you want to just see everything that people's lists, you can set your Facebook news feed so that it will show you the things from that group first. So say there's like a Frugy group, for example. Is it Frugy? Or why are all these brands so hard to say? So if it's Frugy, I think it's Frugy, and you're a member of that group, you can set your newsfeed so it shows you all the listings in that first before everything else. Or alternatively, I think you can ask for a notification to be sent to your phone when somebody lists something new in that group. So I would recommend setting those up, because it will mean that you're kind of like one of the first in the queue and won't need to like elbow people out the way to fight for things, or have that bitter disappointment when the one thing that you were really after appears online and you miss out because somebody else got there first. So I would recommend setting those settings just so that you get the notifications. So the other thing I recommend is just doing a bit of research. So like, for example, brands like Joules often have like real big sales, and you can pick up some stuff brand new off the Joules website for, you know, say, I don't know, you could pick up a set for say £6, for example, but somebody might be selling that on one of the sales sites and might be asking more, so you don't really want to end up paying more for something secondhand than what you could have bought it new. So it's probably good, like if you're looking for specific brands and that, just to familiarise yourself with kind of what's in the sale, how much kind of things are selling for of that brand, and also think about what you're willing to pay and what your budget is, and just make sure that that is set so that you don't spend more than what you have to, because it's only a bargain if it's something that you really wanted for that price. If you end up paying more, it's no longer a bargain. So and the other thing is the ways to pay. Obviously most of the groups and online buying is PayPal, and I would recommend just familiarising yourself with PayPal's terms and conditions, just to protect yourself as a buyer, because if you send money with the friends of family option, you're not protected. So should you not receive the item, or if there's some kind of dispute, you won't get your money back. So if you pay goods and services, it does mean that the seller does have to pay a small fee, but it also means that you are protected. So should your item go missing, should you not receive it, should there be a problem, you have got some backup to try and get your money back. And likewise, if you're selling online, just be aware that you have to post via a tracked service, so that if the person on the other end says they haven't received it, if you've got a tracking number, then PayPal can see whether it's been delivered or not. Whereas if you just send it like standard mail, then the other person will probably get a refund because you've got no proof that it was ever sent. Even if you've got the Royal Mail proof of postage thingamajig, that doesn't count as evidence, so that will probably find in the other person's favour, and you'll lose your item and the money that you paid to post it. So that's a bit of a downside. It's also a bit of a downside because it does push up the postage costs a little bit, but that's just something you need to consider like when you're selling online. So also when you're buying online, it is worth having a look if you've got somebody that's selling something that you really love, seeing what else that they're selling, because if you can find like-minded people who like the same sorts of things things that you do, that it might be that they've got other things that you might like to buy, which means that then you can ask them if they could combine the postage for all those things, which will then save you a bit of money. So make sure as well when you're looking to buy from somebody, if you've got any worries, if you think something is described as being like in perfect condition but you think you could see like a stain on the pictures, don't be afraid to ask questions and ask about the condition, you know, or ask even for more pictures or close-up pictures if necessary. Don't be afraid to ask for more information, because, you know, the more information you've got, the better choices you can make. If it's on eBay, make sure you check out the feedback, and I always tend to like filter out the negatives so that I can read why they've got a negative. I don't just look at the percentage and think, oh, you know, they've only got 96%, they must be rubbish. I always go on and have a look at how many negatives they've got and like what people have said. I mean, if people are constantly saying that something is not as described, then if you're looking at a picture and you think it's got a stain or something when it's not in the description, then there's a pretty good chance that you're right. And then always look at their other items as well and see what condition those things are in. Like, this applies to everything, whether you're looking kind of like on a car boot sale table, like, don't just look at the one item you're looking at, look across their items, look at how things have been looked after and what kind of condition they're in. The same with kind of tabletop sales, look at the other items, have they been looked after, you know, how are things presented, have things been ironed and laid out nicely, or has it all just been rammed in a bag? And the same with eBay and Facebook. You can also look at, say, eBay's sellers of the items to see what else they're selling and what condition those things are in, and on Facebook very similarly, if they're selling like a massive list of items, have a look at those as well and see kind of like just how things have been looked after. I always say check the listing or ask the question about whether the person smokes or has pets, because obviously smoke can make clothing smell quite smoky and whatnot, and pets, if there's a pet in the house and your child is allergic to pet hair, that could cause you a problem as well. So if it doesn't specifically state and you've got a child with allergies, make sure you always ask that question just to find out first. And then obviously once you've made your purchase and you've received your item, I always recommend just checking it over for kind of safety things. So just make sure if it's got buttons and things, that there's no buttons loose. So I'll show you a few of the bits and pieces that I've bought. Please excuse them, they haven't been ironed. These things are obviously in sizes that are too big for my little boy at the moment, so they are all just stashed away in a wardrobe. So I've just fetched them out for this video. But yeah, I'll show you some of the bits that I've got and tell you like where I got them from and around about how much I paid. I can't remember exactly for everything, but I do know round about. So the first thing I'll show you is some outerwear. This was from Next originally. It's like this quilted number with this like brown cordy bit on the top. I paid £3 for this from a Facebook selling group. It's absolutely lovely. It's got a little bit of wash wear, maybe just on this bit here. But it's not really that noticeable, and let's face it, it's for outdoor wear. It's probably going to get wet and muddy, whatever, and I'm going to wash it, so it's going to get washed wear at some point anyway, but it's not so noticeable that you'd be like, that is really second hand, you know? These were also off a Facebook selling group. I got this little coat from Jojo Mam and Babe. With boats on, which I absolutely love, and I can't remember what the question was I asked the lady about this, but I contacted the lady to ask her a question, and she said, oh, I've also got the matching gilet, you can have the two for £10. So I got the coat and the matching padded gilet, both Jojo Mam and Babe, £10. So I was really chuffed with those. I got these two jumpers from a car boot sale. So this one just says Little Man, and this one has got loads of tigers on it. And these are in excellent condition. They're both originally from Next, and I paid £2 for both of those. That's £2 for the two, not £2 each. Bundle of t-shirts from eBay. These are all from Next. You know my love of nautical, so I've got this white one with little boats. I've got a blue one with all different kinds of boats on. I got this one which is just plain kind of blue with this kind of Marley pattern. This grey one with a yacht. And this one that says Handsome. and nobody had bid on these, so I got them at the starting bid of 99p plus I think it was it £2.90 postage. So that's for all of those. I then got some rompers. These are all again from Next. So this one is kind of like a light blue polo shirt number. I got this one with clouds on it. I got this stripy one with a little denim pocket. And another stripy Go Marley one. And I love these for the summer because they're really like nice and lightweight. And I paid, I think, £5.50 for the 4. Those were off eBay. Got this bundle of Bowden stuff. Now this was listed as kind of playwear, and when people list things as playwear, it normally means that they're kind of it normally means they've got some kind of defect. So I've got this one with a submarine on it, this one with the fish, and you could probably just see on this one there is a couple of like loose threads just at the top here. But, you know, for nursery and that's not going to be a massive problem. I got this romper with a boat on it. And this one had got a little mark on the sail, just here. I don't know if you can even see that, but there's a tiny little mark on the sail, but it's not noticeable. This romper, yellow and blue stripes, and again there's a little mark just there, but you know, for nursery again, not a problem. And then there's just 2 long sleeve stripy t-shirts, you know, which are just great for nursery, for painting and playing in water and all that kind of stuff. So I was really pleased with that bundle. Next, again, this was £10. I got him a bundle of 3 cord trousers. These were again off a Facebook selling group. Sorry, these haven't been ironed. Just these little cords with brown stars on the knees. I got these little cords with green stars on the knees. And some blue ones with little stars on the knees. And those are all Baby Bowden. These I got separately, and these really, really need ironing. These are just a little pair of Baby Bowden jeans. And what I liked was they got these little turn-ups with the little tartan pattern. And I believe these were £2.50 off eBay. They're either £2 or £2.50 off eBay. And again, that was the starting bid. Nobody else had bid on them. So I put a bid in last minute and won. This pile I picked up from a Nearly New sale, Baby Nearly New sale. And these were 20p each. So these ones are from 2 originally. Those are 20p. These ones are Next, 20p. And these ones are also Next, 20p. Again, from a Nearly New sales group, I got 4 pairs of shorts for £1. So these are all from Next. So there's these like really bright cobalt blue, plain grey, neon orange, which I thought was really funky, and my favourite, nautical. These got like little sea creatures and things all over them, which I thought were really, really cute. Then I literally have an obsession with Jojo Mama Babes applique t-shirts. I absolutely love these, like obsessed. So I got this boaty one and this one with like a swimming dinosaur. I got those 2 together for £4 for those 2. I got this one again with the swimming dinosaur. This one was £3. This is like my absolute favourite thing that I've bought. Like, this is my number one. I got this romper with the starfish. And that was £3. I got a similar one with seagulls on. That was, I think that was £3.50. I think that one was £3.50. And then I got this long sleeve t-shirt for, I think this one was £3 as well. So I generally happy around paying about £3 for those. This is from the Little White Company. This is just a little t-shirt with a submarine on. That was 50p from a nearly new sale. I got this Ted Baker jacket off eBay. And again, this was one where there was a starting price of 99p. Nobody else had bid on it, so it was 99p, but I think the postage was a bit higher. I think it was £3.50 for the postage, which did put it up a bit. But I was like, it's Ted Baker, you know? And it's a really nice padded, like, thick jacket. With a nice, like, bright orange inside, so I really like that. Got these Fruggy crawlers, which are actually brand new when I bought them off the selling site, and I did pay £10 for these, but I love the little cloud design with the rain, and as I said, they were brand new with the tag, never worn. This one off eBay, because obviously nautical crabs love it, and this one has got a little mouth that opens. This is 99p off eBay, and that one had got minimal postage on it as well. Got these from a nearly new sale. Little kind of nautical striped dungarees. These are from the Little White Company, and those were £4. I got these Bowden dungarees. They really need ironing. Yeah, these are baby Bowden. And I think I paid £6.50 for those. Got this Jules jacket. Which is lovely for throwing on over a summer outfit when it gets a bit chillier. I think that was £4. It was either £3 or £4. And then I got this Little White Company, like, knitted woolly jumper, just for a little anchor on the front, and I think I paid £7 for that one, because I did have to, like, elbow off some other people to try and win this one. But, you know, with its little anchor, it was so cute, and I do get a bit carried away with the old nautical things, but I couldn't help myself, so I did pay a bit more for that one. So those are the kinds of things that you can get, and the kind of prices that, you know, I'd be willing to pay for things. I hope you've enjoyed having a nose. Let me know if you buy things secondhand, or, you know, if you don't, why not? Like, do you like to buy, like, new stuff, or do you not like the thought that somebody else has worn them previously, or not knowing kind of like how they've washed it or looked after it or whatever? I'd be really, really interested actually to know your opinions on this. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.